Hello, thanks for joining. Well, for some reason, I can't really see. Let's see. Can you see the people that have joined? Can't see their names. So, how you doing? It's a chilling evening for me. Where you streaming from? Are you a football fan? What have you been up to? Let's have a chat. So, if you can just put that down in the comment section, where you're streaming from, and to let us know if you are a football fan and what football club you support. That would be good. It is international break. There's nothing I hate as much as international break. It just means that there won't be any football this weekend until they come back next week. It's boring. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like international break. You know. Apex. Hi Apex. Apex Attitude 100 feet. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I was talking about the international break. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. Funny Phantom. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining. And where are you streaming from? Are you a football fan? And let's know which team you support. Yeah, I was just talking about the international break. It's boring. It's very, very boring. Like the Premier League has been we've missed the Premier League for we'll miss the Premier League this weekend because of international break. Do you play any games? Not really. Do you mean like physical games like football or online games here? I'm not really clear which games you're talking about. Apex Attitude 100 feet. I watch a couple of games. I watched the Cameroon game against Eswanti. For Alien and Doc, thanks for joining. How are you doing? Where are you streaming from? Are you a football fan? If you are, which football club do you support? I'm a week, so I don't really understand how. Oh, you don't understand how football works. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. What about me? I'm good. I'm good. It's been a chill day, to be honest. I didn't do much today, so I'm just chilling now. Probably going to bed. What's the time? I think it's past 10 now. I'll probably stay online for a sub between. Okay, I'll probably stay online for an hour or so, and then I go to bed. So where are you guys streaming from? I'm streaming from the UK, Bristol. Where you guys streaming from, if you don't mind me asking? Hi, Rhea Griffith. Good evening. How are you doing? How was your day? Are you a football fan? I'm good. I'm good. I'm very, very good. It was a chill day, to be honest. As I said earlier, I didn't really do much today, but tomorrow will be a very busy one because we've got the first game of the season. I manage on the 16 side, so the league starts tomorrow. We've got a cup game tomorrow, so it's going to be a busy one. So it was just good for me to chill today and then go tomorrow at full throttle. Hello, Robbies. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Where you streaming from, Robbies? It was just good. I'm good, man. I'm really, really good. I'm having a very quiet day, or I had a quiet day today. But just as I was saying to Renaya Grifty, it's a quiet day today. Yeah, I had a good day. I didn't really do much, It's a Friday, so I didn't do much today. But I will have a very busy weekend. As I said earlier, our league is starting tomorrow. So we've got a game tomorrow and it's an early kickoff. We're starting tomorrow, kickoff at thanks for the likes, kickoff at half 10. So we're supposed to be there by half 9. But because the place is a little bit far away from me, so I will have to leave early. So by half 8, I should be on my way. And then the game will be finishing about half 12 to 1 in the afternoon and then back home. So were you up to much, Robbies? What did you do today? How was your day? Were you up to much or were you just chilling? And if you support football, how is international break treating you? I don't like the international break because it just feels like it will take forever for the Premier League to resume. We're just coming from the summer break where we've missed football for more than a month and a half, and then 3 weeks into the league, the international break is here. So it's kind of it's like a start stop. If we had the chance, we want to watch football, Premier League almost every day. But we'll miss it this weekend until they come back. So the international break came around with Liverpool top of the league, 9 points on 9. So let's see how they do when they come back. Are they going to keep that same form, that same momentum, or are they going to improve? Because yeah, they need to improve because they've played 3 games, considered how many goals? Considered two against Bournemouth on the first day of play, another two against Newcastle. They considered four. 4 goals in 3 games. Not good enough for a team like Liverpool. And the worst of it is that Konate is injured now. So he'll probably miss a couple of games. I don't know how long, but he is injured. And then the likes of Manchester United ended their winless run with the winner against Burnley. It was a controversial one. I felt like Burnley were not treated nice. The last goal United scored, that penalty, it was a very soft one, to be honest. It was a soft penalty, and I think Burnley did enough to have won that game against Manchester United, but they were unfortunate United had that penalty. In my opinion, it was a very soft penalty. There was a pulling of a shirt, yeah, but it was off. So let's wait and see the Manchester United that turns up after the international break, and the Manchester City too, because City has also lost two in a row before the break. So let's see if they pick up when they come back. Let's see if City picks up when they come back from the international break, because they have had some kind of a shocker for the two games they've played. Three games, won one, lost two. Mm. Hello, Bestikin. How are you doing? How is your day going? Did you have a good day? What have you been up to? Have you been up to much or just having a chill one like myself? And let us know if you are a football fan. If you are a football fan, tell us which team you support. And if you are happy to share with us where you're streaming from, that will be good. Because I'm streaming from Bristol in the UK. Please, Bestie Bestie Ken, don't tell me you support Man United. Where do I live? I live in Bristol. I live in Bristol in the UK. What about you? Where do you live? Oh, you live in the Philippines. That's good. Where's that? Manila. I had some Philippine work colleagues a few years ago. I think there were about three of them. I think one of them was from Manila City. I've never been to the Philippines, not Cotabato. Okay, I've never heard of that one. But most of the times I hear of Manila, maybe probably because it is the capital, so people tend to hear more about it. I've never been to the Philippines. I've never been to Asia. I would like to visit, to be honest, because I've got some cousins in Thailand, and I know as a fact that Malaysia is not Malaysia. Philippines is not very far from Thailand, so I would like to visit. Maybe come to Manila. I don't think I've heard of North Cotabato. Hassan Mick, hi, how you doing? How was your day? Were you up to much? Where you streaming from? If you are happy to share with us where you're streaming from, that would be good. And let us know if you support football. If you are a football fan and what football team you support. If you're happy to share that information though. You are from the. Is that UK you're trying to spell, or is that New York? From the UK. Okay. Yeah. Where is that from the UK? I'm also streaming from the UK. I'm streaming from Bristol. So where do you live in the UK, if you don't mind me asking? The Midlands. Okay. All right. Yeah. I was in the Midlands last weekend. We had a cultural festival in Birmingham, and then from Birmingham we went to Dudley, and then from Dudley we had a barbecue on Sunday in Warsaw. Yeah, I know the Midlands. I've been to Birmingham a couple of times, Wolverhampton, all those places. I visit them often because they are kind of close to Bristol. Birmingham is just like an hour, 30 minutes from Bristol. So I go to the Midlands almost all the time. So Hassamek, who do you support? Do you support if you live in the Midlands, you will probably be supporting teams like Aston Villa or Birmingham City, West Brom, or maybe Coventry, Leicester City, Wolverhampton. So who do you support? Mm. Or you're probably not into football. Most of the times we just feel like everyone is in football, or everyone is a football fan, or everyone loves football until you talk to someone and they tell you, they're not really into football. They'll be like, oh, your cousin is trying to get into Arsenal. That's good. So how old is he? Is he a good player? And where does he play at the moment? Okay, because your cousin is trying to get into Arsenal, so you definitely supporting Arsenal. All right, that's fine. So when you say he's trying, does that mean that he's doing a trial with them, or he's looking to be scouted by Arsenal? Where does he play now, if you don't mind me asking? I think I'm asking those questions because I'm a football coach. I work with a semi-professional football club, so that's why I'm asking about your cousin. If he plays for a team and if he's waiting to be scouted by Arsenal, well, it could be an adult player because your cousin is trying to. Maybe he's trying to join Arsenal first team. Who knows? Or they were talking about it a while ago. All right, that's fine. So is he like an adult player or a youth player? Oh, yeah, more of a rugby guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. And then if we should have a conversation, we will argue a lot. Because football fans always argue with rugby players. Rugby fans are always of the impression that football players will just fall down uh, 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 and pretend they have been kicked, while in rugby people are getting rugby tackled and getting on with it. I remember when I was in university, when I did a degree football coaching and performance, there were times where we used to be in the same classroom with rugby students. There was always an argument. We were always arguing, talking about how rugby players are physically better than football players. Of course they are. And talking about football players going down the floor and wanting free kicks and penalties because of a little push. But what people fail to understand is that with rugby, they use their hands to play. So when you catch that ball, you already have it. You have a grip of that ball. and you can run as much as you can. You can push people around because you have that ball with you. You will not lose it. But with football, the reasons why players go that easily with football is that you are controlling that football with your legs. You are not picking it up like they do in rugby. So a little touch. And most times when you have that ball, one leg is controlling that ball, and then just one leg is providing you balance. Immediately someone touches that leg, you are going down. Most of us have played football. It's not like rugby where the football is in your hand, you just run with it. You are not dropping it. You are not dropping it because you've got it. But with football, you are controlling your legs. So a little touch, you will lose that ball. That is why very small fouls are called out in football while they are ignored in rugby. People get rugby tackled, but they still have that ball with them. They're not dropping it. But with football, if someone rugby tackles you, you are gone. You lose the ball. You might even get injured. And again, because footballers do not get the kind of physical training rugby players go through, they do gym, they do some strength and conditioning, but it's not as intense as the one rugby players go through. So do not expect football players to be as strong or tough like rugby players. It does not happen. They are two different games. Two different games. And I'm sorry to say it, I'm not really a rugby fan. Maybe because growing up I didn't play rugby. I didn't have the opportunity to play rugby. So I don't really know much about rugby. I don't know much about rugby rules. That's probably why I'm not a fan. If I had played a little bit of rugby growing up, I would probably have loved watching it. But at this point, I don't even watch it because I don't understand. But with rugby, I can even tell what happens when they score. Run with the ball, cross the line, and that's a goal, a touchdown, or whatever they call it. But when it comes to things like cricket, I'm lost. Never played cricket. Don't know the rules. Nothing. I don't even know when people score points. It is that bad. Because again, just like rugby, growing up, we never played cricket. Never. Not even in schools. Where I was born and raised, people don't play cricket. It's just football. If you can't play football, forget it. Cricket is never a thing. Today, I don't think they still play cricket. Cricket is more popular in the Asian countries, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. They love their cricket. I'm not sure if there's any country in Africa that plays cricket. I think Kenya does a little bit of it. I'm not very sure. Hello, Matthew. Thanks for joining. How are you doing? How has your day been? Where are you streaming from? And if you are into football, let us know which football club you support. Please don't say Manchester United. I support Liverpool. Oh, can you see that here? So you support Manchester United. Anyway, I've got a soft touch for Manchester United now because they have signed a player that I really love, Buemo. But that doesn't mean I still want. That doesn't mean that I want United to do well in the league now. I don't want to see them do well. I don't, because I support Liverpool, and I think United fans will say the same thing for Liverpool fans, to Liverpool fans, about not wanting Liverpool to do well. So Matthew, how was your day? Were you up to much or were you just chilling? And if you just joining the live, if you don't mind, can you tell us Ryu Executor? Thank you, Ryu Executor, for joining. How was your day? Dexter, is that your real name? Or do you prefer to be called Dexter? Thanks for joining. How are you today? How was your day? What have you been up to? Have you been up to much? Or have you just been chilling? You are welcome, Dexter. You are welcome. So where are you streaming from? Let us know where you're streaming from. And if you watch, okay, you like Dexter. All right, that's fine. I'll call you Dexter then. So where you streaming from, Dexter? And if you are a football fan, let us know in the comment section you are in England. England. So which part of England are you streaming from? England. Streaming from London. Ooh, London. David Peckham, thanks for joining. Will you kick a cat if it was aggressive? Will I kick a cat if it was aggressive? Not really. I think the best thing I would do is just run away from the cat, to be honest, because the cat might be aggressive for a reason. You know, probably the cat has been provoked or is hungry or something is wrong with the cat. So kicking it wouldn't be a nice thing to do, to be honest. So I would not kick a cat if the cat was aggressive. I would try to find out what is wrong with the cat. The cat might be hungry. The cat might be in pain, but I don't think kicking it would be an idea. So Dexter, you live in London. So who do you support in London? Do you support Chelsea? Do you support Arsenal? Do you support Tottenham? Or is it Fulham, Brentford, Crystal Palace? Who else is in London? Charlton Athletic, West Ham, Arsenal. Arsenal. I don't think Tottenham fans will be very happy with you. I don't think Tottenham fans will be very happy with you. So Dexter, how do you feel that? How do you feel now that Tottenham is actually doing well in the Premier League? I know for the previous years, Arsenal fans have been so happy they keep finishing second, and Tottenham was almost relegated last season. To finish, was it 16 or 15? So how do you feel that Arsenal Tottenham has gotten in some proper players and they are doing really well? David Beckham, you could try feed a cat biscuit. I don't really have a cat, and I'm not very sure what cats eat. I don't know if cats eat biscuits because I've never had a cat before. So I don't know if cats eat biscuits, to be honest. And I wouldn't want to give a cat something which they don't actually eat. They might they might get some stomach upset or something. Yes, David Beckham. Liverpool are the best team in England. Thank you so much for that statement. Dexter, what is my name? My name is Ako, AKO. You can see it on my life. Ako Eyong, that's my name. Liverpool are the best team. They are. They are. They have played 3 games in the Premier League, won three, even though they've considered 4 goals in those 3 games, but they play some very tough sides. The first game against Bournemouth, it was a very good game. What animal pets have you had? Um, we I've not actually had a pet per se, but growing up, we had a neighbor who had a dog, and the dog spent more time in our house. So I would say I was more used to dogs. And there was a time I visited my aunt. She also had a dog, so we used to play with the dog in the compound. So apart from that, I've not actually had a pet of my own. Where am I streaming from? I'm streaming from Bristol, west of England. So David Beckham, where are you streaming from? Yeah, I'm in Bristol. Unfortunately, we don't have a Premier League club. Bristol City were close last season. They got in the playoffs, but they were destroyed by who was that? Sheffield United. David Beckham streaming from Nigeria. What part of Nigeria are you streaming from, David Beckham? Are you streaming from Lagos? Are you streaming from Abuja? Are you streaming from Enugu? Are you streaming from Anambra? You streaming from Lagos? Okay. Where in Lagos? Is that mainland island, Ajekule, or is it Ikoyi? Or there's Ajekule, there's Ikoyi, there is Agege. What part of Lagos? I've not been to Lagos, but I know a lot about Lagos. Trust me. You'll be surprised how much I know about Lagos. And David Beckham, you said you support Liverpool. Brilliant stuff. Eco Atlantic, yes, I've heard of Eco Atlantic, but I don't really know where that is. But I guess it should be in the island because Eco Atlantic is like a popular place, and I hear it a lot um, among Nigerians. So I suspect it should be in the island. Okay, Dexter, thank you so much for joining the live. I really appreciate your time. And you have a good night and a good weekend, my brother. Take care. Talk to you some other time. And good luck to Arsenal. Sorry for Liverpool beating you at Anfield. I forgot to mention that. But you guys have a good team though, so you might finish second again. Okay, David Beckham, bye bye. Talk to you some other time and have a lovely time in Echo Atlantic, Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you too for joining. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. So it is a Friday night. Who is going out for a night out? Because I'm not. I'm lying on my bed. Not going anywhere. Where are all the Manchester United fans? You are the ones I want to address tonight. You won your last game of the Premier League before the international break. So, what do you think the performance of your team will be when they return? Are they going to build on that victory against Burnley, or are they going to be the same Manchester United that we know? It should be built on the victory though. Mm. 10 more minutes and then I'm off to bed. Say Alex Ferguson. If you not watch this, if you not read this book, make sure you get it. If you are a football coach, you definitely need this book. It's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant write up. I love it. I've read all of it. Tempted to read it the second time, but I can't because I've got this bad boy here. I was just talking about this book from Sir Alex Ferguson. If you are a football coach or a football player or someone who loves football and you haven't read this book, I would suggest you read it. I've read all of it, to be honest, and I'm tempted to read it again, but I can't. I can't read it again because I've got this one to read, and I've not even read a page of it. Mm. Let's go. So 1 more minute, I'll be done. Hello, if you're just joining now, tell us where you're streaming from and how your day has been. And if you are a football fan, let us know which football team you support. Okay, I'm gradually falling asleep now. I think it's time to call it a day. Thank you for watching. See you maybe tomorrow. It's almost 11 o'clock now. So it's time I call it a day. Yeah, 5 minutes to 11. I've got a busy one tomorrow. The football league is starting tomorrow. We've got a game which is an early kickoff. So I need to go to bed, get some good rest so that tomorrow I'm in a better place to go for that game. So if you're just joining in, thank you. But I'm off now. You have a good night. Bye.